Before I start off this video, I want to say that it's really lengthy, so I would recommend having like the video tabbed out while doing something else. So for example, maybe you can listen to what I have to say while playing Genshin Impact and grinding for Primo Gems, for example. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of editing, so it's just me speaking and speculating and giving my thoughts on a lot of things that Honkai Star Rail could add into the game. So anyways, I'm just gonna get right into the video. What is up, everybody? Eggnerd here. Today I'm going to be going over 10 update ideas I think will be really cool to see in Honkai Star Rail. If you do enjoy this video, make sure to go down there, like and subscribe. But anyways, I'm just going to get right into it. So the first idea that I had in mind was actually tournaments. PvE or PvP tournaments. Starting off with PvE tournaments. Now I think this like mini tournament here at the Fight Club was really cool. However, I think this could have easily been another like long-term or endgame like system, kind of like Memory of Chaos or Simulated Universe. This was like a lot of fun, and it's sad that once you're done with it, it's over. It's literally over. I can I even go back and do this? Okay, I can, but I'm not gonna get any rewards for it. So I think if they were to add like weekly rewards to this and just make it more like a PvE tournament, it would be really cool. What would make it even cooler is if they made it more like a traditional tournament, where if you lose or you you lose a fight, then then you're like, I guess, out and you can't claim any rewards until next week. That sounds really really unfair, but something like that would be pretty cool, especially since this game has been really generous with rewards and just generous in general, really. I mean, okay, Gift of Odyssey isn't here, but like, trust me, this game has been really generous. So I think something like that would be a real change of pace, and it would be pretty cool. Another thing that I want to talk about when it comes to tournaments is possibly PvP tournaments. Now, I'm sure that a lot of people just cringed or recoiled in disgust when I said that, since most people can agree that it would be overrun by whales, and it would be. But if they were to add like special rules that people can toggle like on or off, I think it could easily be balanced. Like, obviously these rules would be meant to like balance like this tournament. So for example, not just PvP tournaments, but just PvP like as a whole, really. Seeing something like that in Honkai Star Rail would be pretty cool. So for example, if you and like some other player were to want to like fight each other, maybe you can toggle on some sort of like rule that makes it so that every character will be level 80 no matter what, like my team here, for example. Or maybe every light cone will be max level no matter what, or every trace will be max level no matter what, or just something like that, you know, where every character, no matter what level they are, will always have level 80 stats, and that can be like a toggleable feature. Or maybe another rule could be like, maybe like all units are gonna be E6 no matter like what. That way it could really negate the whole like whales just completely overrunning it, while also you know, it would give like everyone a chance, you know. At that point it would all come down to well, I guess if you had a 5-star like cone, I would put you in an advantage, but at the end of the day, it would mainly come down to how good your relics are, which would make relics more important than they already are, which in my opinion would completely change the game, and it would add like some actual meta. I don't know, something like that. I could literally make a whole video dedicated to that, and I was going to. I probably will eventually, but I think PvP would be really cool to see in this game. I don't know if anyone else would agree with me, but like I said earlier, there can be like toggleable rules that can make PvP between free-to-plays and whales just more fair, I guess. But I mean, that's it really. If they were to add PvP and they were to add like these toggleable rules that I mentioned, it would all come down to how good your light cone is and how good your relic builds are, which in my opinion would really give players more of an incentive to build relics properly, especially if they were like, as I mentioned before, PvP tournaments, or maybe rewards for just beating people in like PvP. I don't know, but I mean, maybe at that point there would probably be people who farm PvP on like an alt account or whatever, just fighting, just winning on their main. But maybe there can be like a feature in the future that can negate that. I don't know though. But I mean, it's just an idea. I didn't give it too much thought, but I really would love to see PvP in this game. I think it would be cool. And if they were to add PvP, they could also add multiplayer to the game, which I'm sure everyone would appreciate. But I mean, like I said earlier, it's just an idea. That's it really. Another feature that I think Honkai Star Rail should add is ways to farm relics without using Trailblaze power. Now, I already know there's going to be a lot of people who disagree with me since this is a gacha game after all. However, if they were to add a way to farm relics or literally anything without using Trailblaze power, I think it could really bring back, like, or not bring back players, but like make people just grind the game more. Personally, the amount of like enjoyment I would have out of being able to farm relics like that, it would be so like incredible. It would definitely keep me playing Honkai Star Rail, especially since I don't have the best relics right now. Silver Wolf here only has a 4-star chest piece. So did I say chest piece? Okay, she only has a 4-star chest piece, and I can't roll a 5-star chest piece with attack, which is really unfortunate at the moment. But I don't know. I think if they were to add a way to farm relics without using Trailblaze power, oh my, I'd literally be playing this game like 8 hours a day. It will be so incredible. And how they could actually do this would be maybe okay, you know what? Damn! Oh my god! Okay, here, maybe like, it's not, that's not what I was looking for. Okay, is this it? Please. I'm folding. Here, just like random like enemies here, maybe they can have like a 20% chance of dropping like a relic, maybe, or more, or I guess like a better idea, maybe maybe there can be bosses like bosses that we haven't seen yet. Like, I'm not talking about like Echo of War bosses or like these bosses. I mean like a whole new type of boss that can drop relics, and I guess like all other what's it called, rewards without having to use Trailblaze power. The only way, like the only real way you can grind without using Trailblaze power is by grinding these, but I just, there's no real like point since I have almost 2,000 of these, and it's like that for all these other materials apart from these type of materials. The ones that you can only get from grinding the buds or the calyxes, those are annoying. But like materials that you can get by, wow, I cannot speak today. Materials that you can get just by killing normal enemies, like for example this fragmentum monster right there, those I have like over 1,000 of each, so they're not really worth farming for. But I think having like a special type of boss that can drop relics would be pretty cool. Now, you can get relics from Echo of War bosses, however, you need to use Trailblaze power to actually fight those bosses. And also, you can only claim the rewards from them 3 times per week, so kinda not really what I'm looking for, but I want to hear what other people have to say about this. I don't know, that's just my opinion though. Now, this one, I feel like this one's the most likely one out of this entire list to be added, but Honkai Star Rail at the moment only has one limited banner going on at a time. So it started off like when the game launched, the first banner or the first limited banner was Sealy, then I think it was Jingyuan, then Silverwolf, and then no, I think Luocha, that no, Silverwolf then Luocha? I can't remember. And then came Blade and now Kafka. So at the moment there's only one limited banner that goes on at a time. However, I think eventually they're gonna add like 2 limited banners that run like with Genshin Impact, but I don't think 2 banners is enough. With Genshin Impact, they just follow like some random schedule. I don't think Hoyoverse really puts that much thought into the banners for Genshin Impact at all, since some characters can get a rerun within 3 updates of each other, while some can go almost 2 years without getting a rerun. So again, I don't think Hoyoverse really gives that much thought to the banners in that game. However, for Honkai Star Rail, I think what they can do is they can have they can possibly have one like new character that gets added to the game every update, and then for the second limited banner can just be like a rerun. So for example, maybe in 1.3 is confirmed to be 1.3 we're gonna be getting Fushuen. That's already been confirmed. But maybe alongside Fushuen it can be a rerun of possibly Sealy. That's obviously like extremely unlikely. But I mean, something like that would be pretty cool. And if they were to, obviously they're not gonna add like a new character every single update. Actually, maybe they could. I don't know. If they wouldn't, then they can just do 2 limited banner reruns at the same time. And maybe once we're like a couple years into the game, they can do 3 limited banners at once. I don't know. Maybe they can do what Honkai Impact does, which is like special banners, like a banner where you can pick between a lot of different stuff in the like normal banner. Something like that would be really cool, and I can go a lot more in depth with that, but that would make this video like 30 minutes long, and I'm not really in the mood for that. But I'd really like to see multiple banners going on in Honkai Star Rail. Not just limited banners, but like I said earlier, like a banner where you can customize which items, like which 5-star characters or light cones can get a rate up. And before I end off this segment, what I mean by that is like maybe you can like make your own banner that has there's like a 50% chance of getting Himiko for every like 5-star that you pull or something. And then the other 50% chance would be maybe like gay part, something like that, and like you can like choose which 5 stars get like the rate up on that banner. Something like that would be really cool, and Honkai Impact has something very similar to that, although I don't exactly remember how it works since I've not played Honkai Impact in like a year. But anyways, I want to hear what people have to think about this one along with all the other update ideas that I have in this video. This one I know a lot of people are gonna want, but I think Honkai Star Rail should add a way to skip ult animations. And what I mean by that is, here, I'll just get into battle real quick. Let me turn off auto battle though. Okay, any day now. Alright. I don't have any. Oh no, I do have a signal. So I just use Natasha's ult, and maybe there can be like a skip button, or maybe you can just press escape to immediately like cancel like the animation or something. Or maybe there can be like a setting that they can like turn on and off that it can like automatically skip ult animations. Something like that would really save a lot of time. It's not something that everyone needs, but I think it could really save time when you're doing auto battle in Honkai Star Rail. This one's a bit shorter than the others, but I don't know, it's just something that I think would be pretty cool to see in Honkai Star Rail. Hoyoverse, I hope the game audio wasn't too loud. Hoyoverse plans on adding more changes to auto battle. The main one is, okay, that was the most silent ult ever. Hoyoverse plans to continuously update auto battle, optimize it more and more, make it so that your DPS won't ult against an enemy with 1 HP. Along with those changes, maybe they can do ult animation cancellations. I don't know, something like that would be pretty cool to see. This one's probably my personal favorite on this list, but in-game housing. Now, most Hoyoverse games have like some sort of housing system. I don't know about okay, Tears of Themis I don't think has one, but that's because it's not even like a 3D game. All of Hoyoverse's 3D games have some sort of housing system. Honkai Impact has dorms, which more restrictive than I initially thought when I was first getting into the game. But there's also Genshin Impact Serenity Teapots, which is more open, since with the Serenity Teapot, you have an entire like mini region to yourself that you can like customize and all that, and it's pretty awesome. I used to mess around with it a lot a couple years ago, and I think something like that would be really cool to see in Honkai Star Rail. I don't know how they'd be able to add it. Like maybe it could be like a part of like the map here. Maybe it could be like in the center or something. I don't know. But like what I was thinking, I had a couple like ideas. The first of which is maybe you can have your own like planet or ship all to yourself. They can just customize. It sounds pretty big, but I mean, this is Honkai Star Rail. It's a game where you travel between like galaxies and like ships and planets. Having your, like a mini planet to yourself doesn't seem that out of the question. Obviously, it wouldn't be very big. Maybe I was thinking maybe you could have like a planet to yourself that'd be like 1/4 of the size of Irilo 6, for example. I don't know. Something like that would be really cool, and I don't think they'll add anything like that anytime soon, but I've always loved like housing systems like that in games. Another way that they could add housing is maybe maybe you can have like your own room in the Astral Express. That would be a lot lamer than having a whole planet to yourself, but I mean it'd still be cool because I don't know, like I said earlier, I really love like housing systems in games and stuff like that. I know it's not something that caters to everybody, but it is something that me personally, I would literally like die over. Having a whole planet that you can customize and like you can change like the color of it, you can add whatever like buildings you want inside it, just literally like anything to like pass the time and really use up all of my creative juice that I have in my brain. It sounds so awesome, and I would just like that would be so cool. That would make me like grind the hell out of Star Rail. I'd be playing this game like 8 hours a day, just like with that idea that I had earlier about relics being farmable without Trailblaze power, which would also be a great idea. I don't know, that's just my opinion. I mean, I don't know, I guess that's it. There's not really a whole lot to talk about, but it would be really cool to be able to have a whole planet to yourself. Alright, so coming in at number 6, we have Trailblaze power cap increasing with level. This one I'll try to keep short since I'm sure this video has already been way too long, but okay, ignore that lag just now. Anyways, what I mean by that is what could possibly be like added as a feature is maybe, so as you can see here, my equilibrium level is level 6, but maybe every time you increase your equilibrium level, your, I guess, Trailblaze cap can increase by a little bit. Maybe it can increase by like an increment of 40. I had this written down as like an idea before the increased Trailblaze power cap was announced, so this is really bad timing on my behalf. But anyways, alongside like that like increased cap, maybe it can be 240 at the start, but as you increase your equilibrium level, you can increase the cap as well. Or maybe every 5 levels you can increase the cap by 10. I don't know, something like that would be cool as well. I don't know how much what is it, like every 10 levels you can increase your equilibrium level? I don't know. I think I'm at the highest equilibrium level at the moment, but I mean Honkai Impact has that feature where your, I guess, stamina limit will increase depending on what level you are. So you have like a cap of like, I don't know, 80 or something, and then I cannot remember. I've not played Honkai Impact in like a solid year, but I know Honkai Impact had a feature similar to that, and seeing it in Honkai Star Rail would be pretty cool, since Honkai Impact, although I didn't enjoy it and I am max level in the game, I still think Honkai Impact had a lot of features that Honkai Star Rail can really benefit from. But anyways, that's it for this idea. This one's probably gonna sound a little bit dumb, but I think being able to explore underwater in Honkai Star Rail would be really cool. However, did talk about how they had plans to add swimming in Honkai Impact. However, they couldn't, since their, I guess, technology or like game development skills or whatever at the time wasn't advanced enough. They weren't able to. They didn't know how. And eventually they were able to in Genshin Impact, which we will be seeing in 4.0 for that game respectively. However, Honkai Star Rail is still relatively new, and because of that, there's not a whole lot of exploration to the game, which is why I think if they were to add like an underwater exploration system, maybe like, for example, during like summer of next year, it could really spice up the game. Hopefully next summer we can see a summer event for this game. It's a little bit of a shame that we didn't get one this year, but one, I understand that the game released right before summer, so that's understandable. Secondly, we still at least got this beach area and this like incredible like Moses looking like ocean splitted area, which again, absolutely incredible. This doesn't count as underwater exploration, by the way. When I say underwater exploration, I mean like literally swimming underwater, just like what's gonna be added to Genshin Impact in version 4.0. Something like that would be really cool, and like I said earlier, would really spice up this game's lackluster exploration system. And before you give me hate, I know this game's not really an exploration type game like Genshin Impact, hence why it's not open world. However, one, I love exploration. Two, this is gonna sound really weird since I love exploration, but I actually prefer semi-open world as opposed to open world. And semi-open world is like Honkai Star Rail, where you have like this big map, however it's divided between loading zones. It's kind of like old gen Pokemon. I really love. Oh, oops, sorry, Caleb. I think the exploration in Honkai Star Rail is like it's fine the way it is. I just wish that there were more areas. That's literally it. I have no problem with it. Just I wish there was more areas to explore, obviously. But I understand that the game is still relatively new. This next feature wouldn't really benefit Honkai Star Rail. However, I think it would be, I don't know, I think it would give more life to the game, and that is a day and night cycle. Now, if I go to Eureka 6 over here, obviously Boulder Town and the underground area is not going to have a sky, so that doesn't need a day-night cycle. However, the administrative district is always, it's just constant daytime. There's never like nighttime in Eureka 6. There's no area, not a single area in Eureka 6 that has like a nighttime sky. And for the Shenzhou, for some reason, the Central Starskip Haven it's always in daytime, but even though this place is right next to it, the Exalting Sanctum, this is in nighttime, so it doesn't really make that many. It doesn't really make that much sense to me. I think it would just be better if they added like a day and night cycle that can maybe like rotate. I don't know, maybe like maybe one like in-game day can be like 20 minutes. I don't know, just literally an example. But I don't know, I think a day and night cycle would really give this game more life. That's just me though. I don't like how some areas have I don't like how some areas are just stuck permanently in daytime, like the administrative district, and how some areas are just stuck permanently in nighttime, like the Exalting Sanctum, which I just now noticed that area up there. I wish that was accessible because that seems really cool. Anyways, obviously there can be a couple exceptions like Punk Lord, which is the upcoming region, or yeah, I guess region. It's not gonna be the very next region, but it will be a region that will most likely be accessible sometime in the distant future. That's like a city, like a futuristic city themed region. It would make sense if that was in permanent nighttime. It's just I wish there were some areas that actually had like a day and night cycle. I don't know, that's just me though. Like I said a million times, it would add a lot more life to the game. So the last two features that I think Honkai Star Rail can really benefit from, the second to last one is a skip dialogue button. Honkai Star Rail, please, Hoyoverse, please, we all want it. Especially me, since I plan on making a secondary account for Honkai Star Rail and doing like a mini series on it. Not gonna say what it is yet, since I want to keep it a little bit of a secret until I decide to reveal it. However, it's something that I want to do since Honkai Star Rail sadly is feeling a little bit lackluster at the moment, and it's not the game's fault. It's just actually it might be a little bit in the game's fault, but Honkai Star Rail, it's gonna take a little bit of time for this game to really add like just a bunch of features and like all the stuff that we want to see, like these update ideas that I have here. Like I'm sure a lot of these will be added eventually. It's just this game is still brand new, and eventually I feel like eventually Honkai Star Rail will become that game that I want it to be, but right now it's still too, like, I guess, young, if that makes sense. Anyways, wow, I got sidetracked. Ignore that stutter. I got sidetracked, but the last update idea that I have, the final one, is different backgrounds in Honkai Star Rail. Now, Genshin Impact actually had, or not, they're gonna add a feature like that in 4.0, where if you go to your team setup menu in Genshin Impact, not this game, then instead of having this like default background here, which in Genshin Impact is actually pretty similar, it's gonna like the background's gonna be whichever region that you're in. So for example, since I'm in Eurilo 6, if I were to go right over here and open up my Goon Squad, and if I were to open up my like party setup menu, then it would show like Eurilo 6 as the background. And if I were to go to like the Shenzhou Lofu, then the background will become the Shenzhou Lofu. I think something like that would definitely be a lot more catered towards what? Oh, you can see like the lower level when you escape for like a frame or two. Anyways, I think being able to like change the background for the team setup menu here would be like a really cool feature. You know, maybe you can have like this background as the default one that everyone's been familiar with since the game launched, but maybe if you want, you can set it to like Eurilo 6, Herta Space Station, or maybe even like specific areas within these regions. I don't know, something like that would be really cool, and obviously it would be more of a quality of life update rather than like a game-changing update like some of these update ideas that I had listed earlier in the video. However, I still think that I think all of these ideas could really benefit Honkai Star Rail. I don't think any of these would negatively have an effect on the game, especially the PvP one and the like in-game housing. Those two I would like absolutely love to see in the game. But anyways, that's it for this video. It's really lengthy, but that's because I've had a lot of different ideas. I think Honkai Star Rail can really benefit from some of these ideas, especially the skip dialogue button one. But if you enjoyed, make sure to go down there, like and subscribe. But that's about it from me. Goodbye.